everybody, welcome back YouTube. Here we are with a domination on South Africa. Gonna be playing 3.3 coastal ships here. Still working with the Asheville Candid PT200 PT812. I think I'm grinding for the PT810. And then all I have left after that is maybe the Cyclone and the LCS. Pretty close to having this tech tree ground out. Imagine that's when they'll add something else, right? Well, if you're here watching, you'll see that I'm adjusting it back to simplified so I can play on controller, because I don't feel like I'm handicapped playing Naval on a controller, but I do when I'm playing air and kind of on ground. I've been experimenting playing ground with the keyboard, and it's interesting to say the least. Once I make it to those videos to edit them, I'm pretty sure that everybody will be able to have a good laugh at my potato-ness. It's just a big switch from thumbs to fingers. You know, it's like an entirely different muscle memory. Look at that. Taking the crew. Let's go. Yeah, when I first got this boat, I was like, ooh, look how fast it shoots. And then I overheated it, and I was like, oh, look how fast it overheats. Oh yeah. I think out of all the game modes, Coastal is my favorite. Like, I like Naval, but I think Coastal is better. And they could just make a few tweaks to make it excellent. You know, maps like this, smaller maps with decent amounts of cover, and not having to fight destroyers. That would make it a lot cooler. I think it would be cool if they would create, I don't know how to describe it, like a checklist system. You know, if they could make some sort of universal maps that had water, ground, and airspace, and you could just check, you know, different parameters. Sort of like if you ever played like Battlefield 3 and 4, like the custom servers. Yeah. Where you could say, you know, I don't want to fight destroyers with one 3-inch gun unless I know you're going to have destroyers on your team, and you might and you might not. I don't know. Anyway, if you're here watching, I appreciate you. I don't necessarily consider myself a YouTuber or content creator. I just decided one day, after having a rough match, to just start uploading all of my Warthunder gameplay. I had a health scare at my work, and I'm not working, and was like, you know, I need something to fill my time, and I started doing this. And what you've seen, if you've been with this channel, is the evolution of a total noob at YouTube and at Warthunder, attempting to get experience, get better, and at least get a little bit of notice, I suppose. I'm less worried about being noticed than I am getting like social recourse. Like, I just trying to talk with people about it, put the gameplay out there as an exposition of my experience so that other people can see. You know, like, if you're struggling and you go on here and you look for advice, you're gonna find European Canadian or Maltzy or Spookston or somebody, and you're gonna see that gameplay and you're gonna be like, wow, I really am bad. You know, feel even worse about yourself. If you come on here and watch one of my videos, you're like, oh, I'm not the only one that's on the struggle bus, you know? And hopefully that helps somebody. I find it interesting that I'm capable of playing this game mode without, you know, advice, tips, or tricks. This is one of the things. I've never looked anything up on the Naval, although I am subbed to a few people like Napalm Rat, I think, maybe Sea Lord Mountbatten, a couple of people, but I don't watch their videos for advice. I figured all the ins and outs of this game mode out myself for some reason, somehow. Why I'm unable to do so for the air and the ground battles, I'm not sure. I think maybe I have an innate bias that causes me to see them in a different way than the regular mass of people sees them, and as such I play them in a way that's not effective in the game. I've always been like a rebel, or very counterculture. You know, if I see everyone going in one direction, I go in the other direction. Not just to be contrary, but because I just don't want to be where it's crowded, to be where the regular normal thinking people all go. I've never been a normal thinker. I try to not have a lot of biases, which in and of itself is a bias, but you know, then you're getting into the weeds with that. I just personally think that I love this game. I wish more people would play Naval and Coastal. I'd like to add some people to my friends list. I suppose I should just start adding my Discord handle into the description, but I didn't know if I was ready to just open myself up to the public like that yet. I had someone suggest to me that I should put up more squad gameplay, and they're right. It would probably make my videos at least watchable if there was somebody that knew what they were doing on the team. But the only thing that I have going on with that is I play randomly and take lots of breaks, and when I do play, I play like 1, maybe 2 matches, and then I gotta bounce before to do something else. And I only have 2 people on my friends list, one of whom I know, the other one I met through the friend I know, and I haven't been able to successfully play another match with them yet, even though they did offer once. But it just turns into complications here, because it's what BR, you know, what nation, what time do you have to play, are we even in the same time zone, you know what I'm saying? Makes it a little bit more complicated than just like, hey, get on, and there's a bunch of people there ready. So if you like to play Naval, definitely leave a comment below, and I'll try to shoot you my Discord. And I suppose that I could also be available for other game modes. I've been taking a break. I think I might have played 1 match in the last 2 weeks, and it was just to sort of like stave off the boredom one day. Summertime comes, you probably shouldn't be in here grinding for 8 hours. It's probably time to go outside and touch some grass. If you haven't done so recently, you should try it. Just go outside, take off your shoes, walk around in the grass. Appreciate the beauty of nature. Think about times gone past and what the world was like. If you can imagine a world where you stepped outside of your cabin and there was no electric and no video games, no television. There was only the little bit of crops you were growing, maybe your goats and pigs and a cow, something like that. Maybe some mountain lions and bears. Oh my, right? And you think about what humans came from as Paleolithic hunter-gatherers, and look at what we've achieved today. It makes you wonder, how far should society go? You know, you got all these people being diagnosed with depression these days and other problems. I personally think depression is not really a true disorder of depression. I think it's a symptom of not living correctly. Your body, your psyche knows that you're living not as a human should. when you're indoors all day and you're forced to go do something you hate because something that gratified you was too hard to find for employment, and so you slave away at some other person's profit just to barely eke out a living for 40 hours a week or more, and the result of that is gonna be depression, man. Like, that's what it's gonna be. Even people such as myself, who are seemingly capable and intelligent, find it difficult to meet the standards of a happy, healthy life. You want to eat non-processed food, go outside, have some adventure. That's the reason people play games like this and sports and things, is because that martial aspect of life isn't really around for most people, especially the more modernized your country is. You've got some people growing up in the city, they've never seen a horse or a cow. What the heck, right? Ooh, I've been had. I couldn't imagine what that was like. I grew up in what was a farm community, but it's being developed into Yuppieville now. So it used to be baling hay and straw all summer and being around cows, pigs, chickens, goats, and lots of corn and soybeans here in Ohio. The corn is so exciting, I don't know how to describe it to you. You could go out into the country and get into some areas and you could drive around in the corn 4 hours. I am being sarcastic. It's very, very dull. Yo, that one island on this map's pretty sus looking, dude. The bottom left there, I don't know. Either way, anybody who hangs out here and watches these videos, I super appreciate you. I don't think I'm special or, ultra deserving of attention or any kind of thing like that. I just am a very open person. I'm that person that's like always TMI, will just tell you everything or anything. I don't believe in lying to save face. I believe in honesty, hard work, family, tradition, loving and accepting people. Yeah, go figure. I don't care who you are, what you do, as long as you're not evil, Don't be causing pain to others is what I think of as evil. If you get into weird stuff, cool. You do that. You know what I mean? Well, if you've been here with me, I super appreciate you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment below, get your butt in the Naval lobby, and most importantly, you have a good day, and you don't let anything get you down. It's County Check, signing off.